Chapter 633. It must have been hard, Nancy said calmly. The man said in a hurry, "It wasn't at all. Since you like this place, we needed to come no matter what." It seemed that men really adored Nancy. It was hard to fault him for it. Nancy was quite pretty, to begin with, and she had a very quiet, ladylike aura, which was very attractive to men. Ordinary people found it hard to resist her charm. At that moment, Wilbur followed Leonard and arrived not far from the Octocarm. Wilbur looked over, and the Lilith, Torrent, and Owen's clans all had their heads there alongside some of the clan members. They were all maintaining order at the venue. At the top of the Octocarm were Eileen, Chester, and Zeke, the three sanctuary-level cultivators who were quietly observing the lawn 200 meters away. There was a solitary table in the middle of the lawn, where an old man with messy hair and a beard was drinking and eating away. There were dozens of empty wine bottles around him. The volume of alcohol he consumed was astonishing. Leonard brought Wilbur and the girls to a peripheral position. Leonard warned, "Don't move around or talk recklessly. There are no ordinary people here. If you say anything wrong, then your life could be in danger. Don't say I didn't warn you." Wilbur nodded. The ones around them were all part of the cultivation circle of Cardin Province. It was just that all of them only knew Trevor Penn, and not Wilbur, so no one noticed them. After a moment, Wilbur was shocked to see Nancy sitting not far away with another man. There were a lot of people there, and Nancy seemed a bit distracted. She did not notice him. Suddenly, Wilbur felt an indescribable feeling in his heart. It twisted at him as if he had just eaten a sour grape. After a moment, he turned away and sighed softly before looking at that old man. That was Sullivan Cromwell. There were at least 400 to 500 people gathered there, and most of them were part of Cardin Province's cultivation circle. They looked at Sullivan with dark expressions. Last time, Zeke had challenged Trevor and ended up as a follower. They really wanted to know what would happen to Sullivan. All of them had faith in Trevor's skills. However, Sullivan was still at the sanctuary level in the end, so no one dared to provoke him. They were all waiting for Trevor to deal with him. The sun was right on top of them at the moment, and it was blazing hot. It was already noon. Sullivan gulped down some wine before he stretched himself, looking at everyone as he said, "Trevor sure is something else. How long is he planning on making me wait? It's about to start. Don't do or say anything reckless," Leonard told Wilbur again, but he noticed that Wilbur was no longer there. He was taken aback before he frowned and said, "That brat, he better not cause me any trouble." At that moment, atop the Octocarm, the three sanctuary-level cultivators went down and stood in front of everyone at the edge of the lawn. Eileen smiled slightly and said, "Mr. Cromwell, Trevor will be here very soon. Please, be a little patient." "Eileen, is it? I remember you. You entered the ambience level by 10 and reached a peak at 15. You're quite a prodigy. Have you reached a sanctuary level?" Sullivan said calmly. Chester and Zeke were shocked to hear that. She really was a prodigy. They were nowhere near that level. At the very least, neither of them was at the ambience level at that age. Eileen merely smiled and said nothing, but at that moment, a figure appeared, walking toward the middle of the lawn. Everyone cheered when they saw the figure. "The Divine General Trevor Penn, our leader, is here. Let's see if you can still be so arrogant, old man." "Get him, Mr. Penn,"